Hi, I'm natekokernot. Welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk about what A Course in Miracles' highest purpose is, which is to change our minds about who we truly are. It's not to change who we are, because that has already been established for eternity. So we have always been who we are, and we always will be who we are. But for quite some time now, we have been quite in the dark about that fact. And that's what A Course in Miracles is here to correct for us, if we're willing. So the workbook is designed so that the first 220 lessons, part one of the workbook, are all geared towards kind of unconstructing or undoing your identity. And then the second part of the workbook, the last 145 lessons, are geared at reconstructing a new vision of yourself, a much holier self, a divine self that has been who you truly are for eternity. So, who we are not is these creatures who are walking alone in this world, afraid, feeling unworthy, feeling guilty. We are not these bodies that get sick and die. Neither sickness nor death are actually real. We are something much grander than that, with the ability to create like God. So who we are, in truth, is simply love. But the ego's version of ourselves has become so complicated that it takes more than a page to undo that, that identity, and leave our minds open to receive the new message. And so that's why the book is 1,200 pages long instead of just one page that explains simply that you are love. So I want to start by reading a section of the workbook. It's section 14 in between lesson 350 and 351 that is titled, What Am I? I am God's Son, complete and healed and whole, shining in the reflection of His love. In me is His creation sanctified and guaranteed eternal life. In me is love perfected, fear impossible, and joy established without opposite. I am the holy home of God Himself. I am the heaven where His love abides. I am His holy sinlessness itself, for in my purity abides His own. Now, to be clear, it's not like a light switch changing our minds about who we are. It doesn't happen overnight. A Course in Miracles promises to be one of the shortest paths that you will ever discover to finding who you truly are. But basically everybody, every single one of us is on a path to finding out who we truly are. And it will inevitably happen for all of us. Whether our path is like this, or if it's just like this, with a couple of detours, we're all going to find out eventually who we truly are. Now, in the paragraph after that section that I just read, from What I Am, he talks about how we're almost done using words. Essentially, words cannot actually describe who we are. Who we are is far too unlimited, far too expansive for words to describe. It's like the words are the finger that's pointing at the moon. It doesn't actually, the finger is not the moon. The words could never actually be the moon. So in the second part of the workbook, after every 10 lessons, there's a new What Is section. And today's presentation is basically going to be skipping from rock to rock in a stream from What Is section to What Is section. And next I want to talk about the section, What is the Christ? So we often think of Jesus Christ as though Christ were His surname. And what I want you to try to understand is that Jesus was the first of God's children to accept that He was God's child and nothing besides that. And Jesus insists throughout the Course that we are exactly as He is, with all of the skills and abilities that He had, and we just don't know it yet. And He says that's the only difference. Well, He also says the difference is He doesn't want to be anything besides that. Christ is God's Son as He created Him. He is the self we share, uniting us with one another and with God as well. He is the thought which still abides within the mind that is His source. He has not left His holy home, nor lost the innocence in which He was created. He abides unchanged forever in the mind of God. Now, if you go way back to the beginning of the text where he's describing the 50 miracle principles, there is a passage where he talks about who he is and who we are and the difference between us. There is nothing about me that you cannot attain. I have nothing that does not come from God. The main difference between us as yet is that I have nothing else. That leaves me in a state of true holiness, which is only a potential for you. During the time that he was walking here on earth, Jesus was demonstrating to us what it is like to be the Christ. He was being a role model. And now he is simply the entity up there who is managing the process by which we all come to know what he found out 2,000 years ago about himself, that we will know for ourselves and for others as well. Because once you understand that you are the Christ, you also understand that everyone around you is also the Christ. And now I want to turn my attention to yet another what is section in the second part of the workbook. And this section is called What is the Body? So just to preface that, the body is the central symbol for our separated self. It is the physical matter that we cling to as our being, as who we are. There really is no way to feel safe while you still feel like you're a body, simply because bodies die, bodies get sick. Bodies also seek for pleasure and try to avoid pain. They do all of those things, but all as the mind instructs them to. They are not anything at all, really. They're only doing what the mind is bidding them to do. So this is a passage that concludes that last what is section that I'll talk about today. You will identify with what you think will make you safe. Whatever it may be, you will believe that it is one with you. Your safety lies in truth and not in lies. Love is your safety. Fear does not exist. Identify with love, and you are safe. Identify with love, and you are home. Identify with love, and find yourself. So if you go way back to the introduction to the Course in Miracles, and it says, nothing real can be threatened. Nothing unreal exists. Herein lies the peace of God. Let's focus our attention on the body when we read those lines. The body does get threatened by death and sickness, so therefore it cannot be truly anything real. So as long as we are identifying as a body, there is no way to feel any sort of sustainable peace of mind. It's just impossible. We will never find our safety by identifying with the body. That's going to do it for today. I thank you for joining me. And if you're enjoying or benefiting from any of these ideas and concepts that I'm throwing around, please like and subscribe to the channel. And please leave a comment below. So I wish you all a wonderful day full of blessings and miracles. And I will see you again next time. Bye for now.